Welcome to the channel, folks. We have just arrived at Camp Broody. As you can see, it's a cold, rainy, and wet day. It's about 40 degrees. There's winds coming out of the north, so it's pretty cold. First order of business is to get our tent down. It's already 2 p.m. It's actually almost closer to 3, and this is one of the shortest days of the year, so it's gonna get dark really fast. So we don't have a lot of time to waste, so we're gonna get our tent down and get started on the shelter right now. Here we go. I'm gonna set up a time lapse for this. No ASMR type of stuff on this one, just a straight up time lapse. I'll give you an idea of how long it actually takes to kind of set up this tent. Okay, so we've just completed what I would call step one of setting up this Pomali hot tent. This is a Pomali branded hot tent. I can't even remember the name of it anymore. But what I like to do is I like to just get that center pole up and just get it standing, because I promise you, you are going to have to adjust this a lot as you go. In Iowa, the ground's still soft enough. I could just push those stakes right in with my hand. And I don't like to go as far out as I can with these things because they have tensioners. You can adjust them later. And you're gonna want that slack as you start to adjust it. So I'm gonna start part two. I'm gonna get everything tensioned out. I'm gonna get my stove jack on, and I'm gonna get the cap on. Looks good. Let's get it in. As you can see, it's all set up. It looks pretty good. It's a little crooked-ish, but looks good. Gotta love that beautiful blue. Gotta love that. Gotta love that. As you can see, there's no shortage of dead wood around here. It is red and rainy. It is wet and rainy, so you would assume it's gonna be pretty hard to get dry wood, but you know, something like this kind of catches my eye pretty quick. This standing piece right here, literally perfect for hot tenting. So no shortage of wood around here that's dry and will be easy to burn for us. Beautiful location, by the way. The Des Moines River is just right there. We don't actually have the best view of the river itself, but if we got closer to that overlook, we could see it. River looks a little high too, a little bit higher. I think this is an excellent spot. There's barely any trees above it, and if any trees that are, I don't think are exactly deadly enough to cause us any real concern. So next order of business is getting firewood ready. It's 3:30, so we have about an hour and a half of time to prep. So we can spend the next 6-7 hours in the dark in the tent. Fun though, it is fun. We have been on the fire cutting grind right now. Our fire cutting and fire making skills are gonna be 99 by the time we're done tonight. Which is good because we don't have a lot of time left before night. You can barely see a little bit of sunset, I think, coming in. Let's check the time real quick. It's 4:33, so we have about a half hour of light left. Hello there, folks. As you can see, it's nightfall. You just watched me basically do wood prep for all the daylight I had left at camp. That's why it's so... Here, just a second. Let me do you a favor. That's why it's so important to get all this work done early, or as early as you can. However, I'm still a little concerned over whether we have enough wood. I think we do. I want to say we do. We definitely have enough dry wood. Again, it is soaked out here. It's soaked to the bone. So everything is just damp, cold, and wet. There's literally water still dripping from trees out here. I'll give you the time right now. It's... Oh yeah, it's 5:11. Night's here. So it's officially about time to light up the wood stove. All right, folks, since it's 32 degrees or 0 Celsius, I'm ready for some damn heat in here. So we're gonna get this stove lit, make sure that's opened up, make sure that's up and down in the back. Ooh, it's not. Okay, now it is. That looks good. Time to light it. Load it up. I forgot to include it in my last video, but this is what my sleeping pad did. You see how it's supposed to look like this the whole way, but that like exploded out of the end, and so now I use it as a pillow. But yeah, it's broke. Something happened to it. I'm not sure what. It's frustrating. I'm testing it tonight to see if it will actually be of any use. If we can salvage it, or if I have to throw it away or something. I'm not sure what I'll have to do, so we'll think about it. Time is 6 in the PM, so you know it's gonna be a long, long night. But we have plenty of heat and we're very, very comfortable. I have figured out it's actually a lot more comfortable just to lay down in a hot tent or sit crisscross applesauce than it is to set up any type of chair whatsoever, because last camping session, even with the chair, that was pretty rough, so I didn't set it up this time. And I'm really enjoying this camp sesh. Just gonna relax and play games on my phone, basically. We're gonna start cooking here soon. We got some mac and cheese, we got some chicken. Should be really good. It's gonna be pretty good. So I brought a little bit less cookware, so I'm gonna test maybe making a bit more food with a little less bulky cookware. It's kind of my game plan here. Working our way into the night here, folks, and I think it is time for a little bit of hot chocolate. Yeah, that's right. Time to make some hot chocolate. That's gonna be hitting the spot. And then we're gonna start cooking our chicken. Going with an all-time favorite. Famous owned brand, Land O'Lakes. Premium quality Cocoa Classics Arctic White Chocolate Cocoa Mix. I like this stuff. I especially like it in the winter. A little bit chilly in here. Don't have the temperature. I just cranked the stove back up, giving it more air. I did have it choked for quite a while, but there's a lot of coals building up in there, so I want to help kind of break them down a little bit. The only way to do that is to let it run a little hotter so that the coals can burn off a bit. Should be warming up a bit though. Oop. Cheers, folks. Ooh, that's hot. That's hot. That's gonna be a sipper. That's gonna be a sipper, I can tell you that. Now, trust me, I understand. I completely understand, but in my situation, this is so much easier to do. I'm gonna be boiling my chicken. It's gonna be so much easier than frying it. It cooks way better. It does lose its flavor, and it's not quite as delicious, but it works. I was just thinking of myself earlier, how creepy it would be if I heard somebody walk up, because I'm actually pretty far out. I am starving right now, folks, so I've already opened it up. It's Knorr chicken flavor, fettuccine, and a savory chicken flavored sauce. We got our cooked chicken right there. I've already been eating bits of it because I just cannot help myself because it is just so good. Let's add it in here. Oh, there we go. Ooh. Got most of it. Got most of it. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be so good. I just want to eat, but it takes so long for everything to cook. But we're gonna be there soon. We'll be there soon. That's looking pretty good to me, folks. So I'm gonna dig in, enjoy, and I'll catch y'all in a bit. I finished eating. Now I'm just like kind of laying on this pad. It feels so relaxing. I'm gonna play some anagrams on my phone is basically what I'm gonna do. Trying this really hard one. I just can't get it right now, but I'm gonna work on it. It's about 9 o'clock, by the way. So it's getting late in the night, and I'll probably be heading to sleep around 10:30, 11. And which is kind of good because we're running low on the firewoods here. Getting pretty low. Whenever I'm hot tenting, I always like to kind of conserve my wood. I don't know why, but part of me is always kind of holding back because it's a little bit chilly right now. I mean, where I'm at, it's probably about 50 degrees. It's the air temperature, I would say. Outside, it's about 30 or 0 degrees or -1 Celsius. So it's not warm outside by any means. It's pretty cold. This has been one of the quietest nights of camping I've seen in a long, long time. Haven't been coyotes, barely any owls, like nothing. Just nothing. But regardless, it's still very, very, very peaceful. Still got pretty good wood pile, really. Still got plenty of wood. Probably gonna camp in tomorrow. It's 11 o'clock and I'm gonna be heading into bed pretty soon here. Just gonna be enjoying the last few minutes of warmth before I head into the sleeping bag for the night and just kind of lay back and relax. This thing has been keeping me so warm and comfortable. I'm much, much, much more comfortable than I ever was in that chair. So I'm really happy about that. 11:15 p.m. Just heard the first coyotes. They're far away. Morning guys. It's about 9 a.m. and it's frosty. It's 30 degrees. And we're gonna get this stove going. And in about 5 to 10 minutes, our hot tent has been completely warmed up. It's about 9:30, so plenty of time to get a coffee on the stove, get some breakfast. Got some couple of eggs I'm gonna make. Here's my boots. I hope they dried. They feel dry, but they look kind of wet. So we'll see. I hung them up there on a carabiner. Let all that hot air that comes up, soak it and dry out those shoes. Cheers, folks. That's good. Time to get these shoes on next. We're gonna kind of get up for the day. I've already packed up the liner, the bag, the pad. I don't know if I'm gonna use that one again because it worked even with it deformed like that, but my feet were hanging off the pad the whole night and it was kind of uncomfortable because of that. Because that bump kind of kept pushing me off the bag, and so it was really annoying. So I'm probably gonna have to get a new winter sleeping pad, which is super frustrating because they're really expensive, and that was like over $200. All the gear I have in my videos I buy myself, so it can be really expensive to replace some of this stuff. It was a nice pad when it lasted. Welcome back, ladies and germs. That was an amazing breakfast. We had 3 eggs and some oatmeal. Already made a bit of a mess here. I'm gonna have to find a way to clean up all that egg. Right after I got done showing that egg, the frying pan handle just like flopped. All my egg fell out. Tried to get as much back as I could, but it wasn't easy. We're just like kind of laying on the bag and just relaxing now. Kind of enjoying the last few moments of the fire and the warmth. I estimate we'll have about 5 minutes left before this kind of starts to really fizzle. This stove burns things with incredible efficiency. It will burn stuff to its last ash. And fast. I don't know exactly how, but it creates some type of suction effect where it literally just wants as much air as it can get, and it just feeds this fire in here, and that's what makes it burn so well. I've had tremendous luck on this camping trip with this wood burning stove. Usually I have a hard time really keeping it lit consistently, but with all that betoning I did, and with how dry that standing wood was, I had zero problem staying warm and comfortable the entire time. It was really, really nice. This was maybe one of the most comfortable hot tenting trips I've ever been on. Last order of business is getting these shoes on. I'm officially dressed and we are gonna start unpacking the tent and getting everything set down. You can see there's still a fire, but I still have some things to work on, so I'm gonna let that cool down just a little bit more. We're literally gonna unzip the tent right now. Let there be light. Ah, it feels good. Chimney's still standing. Alrighty, so I decided not to film it, but I did pack up the campsite. Let me show you what my campsite looks like now. This is exactly where my wood burning stove was. You can tell because I haven't moved the pile of logs. That's where I was sleeping. We are going to put that backpack on right there. And we're gonna be hiking out of here. In case I didn't mention it, it is about 12 o'clock now, so we've been out here for about a full 24 hours in the Iowa winter, which is actually no easy feat. It does get pretty cold around here. We were close to the Des Moines River. We didn't really have a way to view it. Not higher than normal. This is an excellent camp spot too. It's just really flat and it's clear. It's like the camp spot gold mine out here. Pretty thick trudging through here. We got some thick timber and underbrush. Some trash. Somebody might have used to dump here a long time ago, perhaps. What's this? The hood of a car? Wouldn't be the hood of a car without some bullet holes in it. I've never seen this before. No idea what this is. Coal mining? Looks like there's still some type of infrastructure sticking out of that earth up there. Still working our way up. This is oh, that is so interesting. That is interesting. There's a trail marker. I'm on a trail. I wonder what that's for. Let's go find out what this trail marker is. Almost been out here a full 24 hours, by the way. Feel pretty good for a full 24 hours. There's the first, the second, there's the third. Let's go to the third. So as these things often go, the trail just stops. The third marker and that's it. This looks like a pretty fresh marker. Ah, there's the fourth. I did find the fourth. And I can see the fifth too. Wonder why this person thinks this is the best way to go. I'm really not sure why. I've been able to follow these. I don't think this person took the best way, but it's a way. I gave up on the trail marker. I couldn't find it. I lost it. Gonna have to find my own way and mark my own path in life. Mark my own destiny. Mark my own journey. My own desires. I've got to forge my own blade. Got to wield my own weapons and fight my own battles. Ooh. And fly my own birds. Spread my own wings and ruffle my own feathers. Blow my own wind. Breathe my own air. Oh, looks like we kind of found another natural looking campsite here. I almost kind of wonder if somebody had cleared out the trees here at one point. Sure looks like it. There's also more green tags to show you how to get to this spot because they just end here. Those green tags are way more visible than the orange ones. So we're gonna start following the green tags. Wow, the most obvious campsite of them all. Holy shit. I still think my spot's better. It's a lot harder to get to. Alright guys, so I'm about back to the car. About to jump in and head out. So I want to thank you for joining me on another adventure. And Winter and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.